ceasefire in Gaza. Hello and welcome to ABC World, the voice of Pan-Africanism, with the latest news highlights of the hour. I am Tabitha Jondo. Stay with us. I'll be back after the following transition. The news briefs of the hour. State Minister of Foreign Affairs Ms. Ganu Aragga said that the 19th Summit of Heads of State and Government of the Non-Aligned Movement, NAM, has emphasized the need for partnership among developing nations. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed and his delegation participated at the 19th Summit of NAM that took place in Kampala, Uganda. Briefing the media about the conference, State Minister Ms. Ganu said that Ethiopia is a founding member of the NAM and has contributed a lot for the independence of African countries since its inception. He also mentioned that the NAM has been playing a major role in ensuring the sovereign rights of countries so that they're able to collaborate and forge the ability not to subdue by influence. Member countries of the Non-Aligned Movement have been actively working towards the reform of the United Nations, international organizations and financial institutions due to their lack of inclusivity, according to the State Minister. The State Minister also mentioned that international organizations have become more inclusive and have improved, enabling developing nations to voice their concerns. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, who attended the summit, emphasized the need for collaboration and ensuring that the voices of developing countries are incorporated into international institutions. Foreign priests invited to attend the Epiphany festivity say that they are stunned by the peculiar celebration of the Ethiopian Epiphany, Timkat. Some of the priests, our staff reporters Tigist Sarnisa and Binyam Getana spoke to at Jan Meda here in Addis Ababa, underlined the need to preserve the outdoor festivity of Timkat, which provides a unique opportunity to enhance Ethiopia's tourism and rich culture. Take a look.
It's an absolute privilege to be here at this time because it's a very special occasion. We don't get many occasions like this, and it's interesting to see other forms of Christianity than those that we're used to in Europe.
Everything, I mean the spirituality, the clothing of religious people, the number of people, the sheer number of people here is quite amazing. And yeah, all the way the ceremony is being done everything is new to me and very beautiful.
Yeah, I've traveled quite a bit, but not with this mass. I mean, it's really impressive how many people here in Ethiopia still express their spirituality. In Europe, it's very less so. The ornate robes and the clothes, the songs and the traditional, just the chants and everything else. It's just been beautiful.
My first impressions of Ethiopia are of many, many, many people all coming to celebrate their faith. Very vibrant and joyful.
I loved it. I couldn't say anything less than an amazing trip here. The food, I'm used to it. The culture, I'm used to it. The language, I'm used to it. So it's been an amazing experience, blessed, holy. I'm amazed by the culture, the people, and I wish that I could stay longer each time.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful, the excitement, but I mean the spiritual reality is we're being reminded of the vows we made at baptism, reminded of our commitment to Christ, that we are committed to serving him.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching ABC World from the capital Addis Ababa. Right now, as I speak, I am located at Jalmeda, where the main celebration of Timkat, or the Ethiopian Epiphany, is, with a grand assortment is taking place. There you see the reservoir, right after being blessed by the Ark of being blessed by the Patriarch Abuna Matthias. The celebration is surprisingly and mesmerizingly going on as the places are washed by Ethiopian Orthodox Tawhid followers and other people who are part and parcel of this grand celebration. And that is exactly what's happening here. Apart from the religious ceremony, there are also cultural and traditional dances that are actually accompanying the Ark of the Covenant.
Meanwhile, foreign tourists who took part in the celebration of Katara, the eve of the Ethiopian Epiphany Timkat, and today's Timkat festivity in Gondar town, Amhara state, expressed their excitement with the stunning and richness of the country's cultures depicted in the event, while calling others to visit this East African nation and witness the beauty in person, saying that Ethiopia is unique among African countries as far as its history and its culture. The tourists went on to underline that the tour has given them a window of opportunity to see how people in Ethiopia celebrate their culture and religion. Do take a look.
When you ask people about Ethiopia, they don't know about the history. They don't know about Gondar. They don't know about Aksum. They don't know about Lalibela. They think desert, and they don't know anything about the history. They don't know anything about the culture. And it's a deep history and a deep culture and very, very fascinating. And nobody understands it. Nobody knows it exists. And I hope to tell people about it.
Yesterday I could meet some groups near the piazza. It was nice because even it's not a religious group, but I could feel the festivity. I could see how people, when they dress the traditional way and they start dancing, singing, yeah, it is contagious, right? So for me it was also very, very pleasant to be in that.
To see the main part of this ceremony at 5 a.m. and later in the city, so we are surprised there are so many people here.
And finally, the so-called non-aligned movement of developing countries, known as NAM, is calling for a ceasefire in Gaza and for aid to flow into the Strip without any restrictions. The statement came on the last day of this year's NAM summit. At the end of the non-aligned movement summit in Kampala, heads of state and government adopted a political declaration on the state of Palestine. They call for a ceasefire, respect of international law, and the support of the two-state solution. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres said unless the war in Gaza ends, the conflict will prolong conflict and has become a major threat to global peace and security, exacerbate polarization, embolden extremists everywhere. Delegates say the non-aligned bloc now more than ever must speak with one voice. The movement was established in 1961 during the height of the Cold War. It was a way the countries to show their neutrality in the conflict and bring attention to the developed world instead. Uganda's President Yoweri Museveni has taken over the leadership of the bloc for 3 years, according to Al Jazeera. You're watching EBC World. Here's a quick recap of the stories making headlines. Ministry of Foreign Affairs says non-aligned movement summit provides opportunity to expand cooperation among nations. In a related top story, non-aligned summit concludes as member countries call for a ceasefire in Gaza. That's all we had for now. I'm Tabitha John. Thank you for watching. Have a great time and do take care.
Do tell us the historical trajectory as well as the history of the Republic of Somaliland.
Came independence from the